Hello, this is Dirty Trucking. Took the tire to the tire shop. Actually made a video. I'm gonna post that after this one. I want to make this one in front of the video. I actually made a mistake and deleted my video of what the tire pressure was when I stopped the car last night. I've never seen nothing like this. That the car only leaked air so slow that it only leaked when the car was parked and not when I was driving it. So I take the tire up there where I got it from, have them check it, and it's always something. Now I supposedly has ran over something that appeared to be like a tack like, but the head of it was about maybe that circle around. It left it like a small indentation in the tire. But the head broke off and the stem was in the tire. But see, that's odd. When I picked that young lady up, and it's always when I end up picking up these young girls in their neighborhood, after I get them in the car, something go wrong with the doggone tire. The girl before, when I turned down off 8 Mile on the Grasher, the air just blew out the tire. They talking about a pothole. I didn't know pothole. Just something weird. I don't know if they omens or what the hell is it with them young girls. All this bullshit be happening when I get them in my car. So I had them check the tire. So it's always something that's explainable going on with the tire. And apparently this tack that had the head that was about that's round in it broke off. The head broke off, but the stem was still in the tire. But that's odd, because I told you after I picked that young lady up that was going to Southgate, the tire started making a funny noise. Now, my gauge said the tire was still at 41. I don't think it was. I think the tire was already going down then. But I can't prove that. The dash said the tire was still at 41, and it's been working the gauge seems to be working right. When it's too much air, it let me know. So I'm gonna just go with the tire was at 41. It didn't go down to 25 until I was parked at the apartment structure. So apparently, this car needed to be standing still for this object that was embedded in the tire to slowly leak, and the leak apparently stops at 25 and it don't leak no more while the car is still standing. But it leaked from 41 down to 25 and just stopped. This is what they're trying to convince me of. These people know how to mess with my tires. They will follow me, or if they recognize this car, which they do for me being on here. That's how they got it in my trucks. The main reason they identified my truck is when being an independent contractor and you had to start sending in those maintenance reports where they had to collect the VIN number, the color, and the truck number. Right after I did that first maintenance report, that's when the bullshit started. That's when the bullshit started, when you had to send in the maintenance report. Because then they knew the truck number, they knew the color, they knew the make and model. This car, they either know about from me being here or you know about it from the videos. Because I told you that's what they do in the videos. They look and they carefully scan these videos for any signs, any numbers, any color, anything to identify what I'm driving or where I'm working. Apparently, there's a nail, some tack. It ain't a nail, that's a tack. I've never seen a nail with a head about that circle around that just broke off. It left an impression in the tire. I've never seen one like that. But that's odd, because I got out when I started hearing the tire make funny noise. I looked at the tire. Even after the young lady got dropped off, where she got dropped off at Southgate, I got out the car. I rolled the tire. Took my hand and rubbed the tire. I didn't see anything in the fucking tire. And then the tire pressure was still saying 41. So how did that get in the tire? And when did it get in the tire? Because it wasn't there when I saw it, when I dropped the young lady off. I actually made it back into Detroit, pulled the car over around the corner from a newly built hotel off of Michigan Avenue. I turned the steering wheel and turned the tire outwards. Looked at the tire for any signs of something being in the tire. I didn't see anything in the tire. And I checked the pressure, it's still saying 41. But while it's parked in the apartment, at the apartment parking structure, it mysteriously goes down to 25. So of course when I get the tire to the tire shop, they got a reasonable explanation. It's something in the tire. My question is, when did it get the fuck in the tire? How did it get in the tire? They used to do this shit at truck stops. And if you're a trucker, you know this. I've had tire shops at the truck stop tell me they'll do this. They'll tell you they would go place something in front of your tire or somewhere in view where you can't see. And then you will roll over it and it'll puncture your tire. So now I can't go off the claim somebody let the air out the tire because they done found something in the tire. How did it get in the tire? Because if my tire gauge was saying 41 all up until the time I pulled in the parking structure, and I checked my tire when it was sounding funny when the young lady was in the car. It wasn't going down, wasn't nothing in it. I rolled the tire, I took my hand and rubbed the tire. I rolled the tire, I took my phone with the flashlight and inspected the tire. I rolled it forward and looked. I didn't see anything. So how did that get in my tire for my pressure to go down to 25? And to only apparently go down when the car is standing still. So this Dirty Trucking update on the tire situation, they found something in the tire. But my problem is, how did it get in there? These people know, I wish they stopped fucking with the car. I didn't have any tire issues until I ended up out there in Monroe on a run I didn't pick. And I stopped at the Pilot. Then I go down to pick up this young lady. I didn't have no tire issues. But apparently, I'm doing all this running over shit to fuck up tires is costing me money. So they was able to plug the tire. But I'm getting sick of this shit. I don't believe I ran over. I know it got ran over somehow. I just don't know how. You either put that in front of my tire, because I'm coming out of a Walmart with a nail in front of the back tire. And it must have been another nail because I ended up having to get that tire repaired. Because the nail was embedded in a tire. That's what they do. These people will walk these lots. They will find these vehicles I'm driving. And they will put shit in front of the tire. And I end up running over it. Costing me money. So that's an update to the tire issue. If the tire's plugged, I got it fixed. So wait till the next issue. It's Dirty Trucking just updating the tire issue. And I'm going to post that video because, you know, my mind goes into all kind of scenarios. I just don't understand how this shit got in my damn tire. When my tire gauge the whole entire day up until I got to my apartment said 41. And you saw yesterday when it was parked, it said 38. And I'm sitting there and made a 24-minute video and it went down just 1 PSI. But now when I get up, it's leaking so slow, it was down to 32. But yesterday, it was leaking so slow, it went from 41 to 25. But today, it went from 38 to 32. Damnedest shit I've ever seen with a tire. Okay, this Dirty Trucking. Just updating the issue about the tire.